Hey there folks, welcome back to Hutan Pantai, and this is my rice series. We're down here at the shop. We're going to go ahead and buy a piece of equipment here at the beginning of this episode. You see we're in August, the first part of August. So what do we need? Well, we do have an oat field that is ready to be harvested. So we're going to go ahead and buy a harvester. We don't have a lot of cash, only at 78,000. Could take a loan, but I don't really want to do that at this point. And we do have enough to make a purchase. Now, originally, I did want to use the Massey Ferguson here, but we don't have the money to do that. Obviously, there's much more expensive harvesters, but we don't need a giant harvester. So recently, this New Holland, the TX32, was released. So we're going to go ahead with that one there. Now, since we are in an Asian area, Asia continent, we're going to go ahead and leave this as Trelleborg. I don't know what they would use. Maybe Continentals. I don't know. We're going to leave it as the Trelleborg. And we are going to, since we are going to be, let's get the, yeah, there we go. We'll get the ones that have the, looks like it has the 4-wheel assist or rear wheel assist. Everything else looks okay. I think that is probably pretty good. Grain tank high, low. Does that change anything? Let's go with the low one. Yeah, let's do that. And everything else, I think we're good to go. So 55,000, let's go ahead and buy that. And then we need a header to go with it. So we can just click on combinations there and let's get our grain header. 20,150. That is cutting it close. Let's get the worn out stickers. That'll save us a little bit of money. All right. Let's see. Yep, let's buy that. Now, can we afford the header trailer? 2730. Whoa, man, that's cutting it close. That is cutting it close. We'll just get it as is. 1660. We are not going to have anything left. Ooh, we're down to $1,000. That is cutting it close. But we do have a combine now, and we'll be able to use this for some of our rice fields. All right. Oh, there we go. Whoa, did I jump? I jumped out. All right, yeah, this is, I think this was the starting combine you got in FS19. I think it was. Now let's see which way. I think we'll hook it up from the other side. So it has been it's been a minute since I've released an episode. Been very busy, real life. It's just it is what it is. But what I want to mention is there's been quite a bit of mods released. So we are starting to get some mods released, and that's pretty good. I'm telling you, the mods, without the mods, the game would not be what it is, but the mods definitely are coming along, and that is helping out. Alright, so we got that attached. We got our combine, everything's attached. So we're going to drive this on up to the farm and get ready to harvest some oats. We had a passer and get hung up. I wonder what that's going to do with the traffic. Oh boy, someone did not like how slow I was going and nearly caused a head-on accident. Alright, we don't have a whole lot of room up here. You know what? Let's see. Can we fit this up here? Maybe, but let's see if we can back up here real quick. Oh, ran off the edge there. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Alright, let's let these cars get by. Let's back out. Whew. Not a lot of room. In fact, I am just going to back that header trailer right down here. Alright, we're going to leave it there. Let's turn the lights off from flashing. We'll get that disconnected while we're here at our rice field. So one thing I wanted to mention, I kind of went through a couple months since the last episode. But if you come up here to the waterer and you click on it, it says manage rice field. We can either flood it or empty it. And in this particular case, I can't do either. Because it won't let me flood it because it doesn't need to be. So what it will do is it'll tell you that it needs to be flooded. So that's one thing you can do if you don't know when to flood the fields, when to empty them or whatever, draw it down. Just go to the pipe here or the pump, click on it, and it will tell you right down here. It'll say field needs to be flooded or crop needs to be flooded. So you can click flood. So that does not last forever. You have to keep it up, and it does take some time to do. So you need to check it after every month or day and make sure that you're good to go. Alright, so I do have the tractor down here with the trailer kind of staged and ready. See, the oats over there are ready to harvest. So we are going to go ahead and let's unfold the combine and we'll get the header hooked up. And we'll get going. This is a really narrow header for a combine, but, well, in comparison to what we have in our modern combines, but we're going to make use of it because our fields on this playthrough are just not very big. So I think it's going to work out just fine. Alright, this combine might be just a little bit noisy. So I am going to actually... Let's turn down the volume just a little bit. Let's pull it down. Hopefully that's not too terribly loud. Actually, you know, I think that's still a little bit loud. Let's do this. Let's go over to the settings and let's take our vehicle volume down 2 clicks. I just want to make sure it's not too loud and you can still hear me. And let's see, yeah, we're dropping our straw swath. Yep, there we go. Alright, very good. You see the rice fields over there, same thing, they are growing well. I flooded those fields, and I guess we're at the point now where we don't need to be flooded. And just to make sure, you know, to be honest with you, I can't remember for sure. I'm going to shut that off just for 1 second. Let's run over here. Let's see. Let's run around over here. So yeah, this is a different type of rice. So let's just go make sure that we don't need to be flooded. I'm pretty sure we don't. Yep. So it is good to go as well. So we did run the flooding, or run the pumps to flood the fields a couple months to make sure they were in the wet ground or have the moisture to grow. But now they are no longer in need of that wet ground. It's trying to dry out a bit before it's time to harvest. I tell you, this combine does not have a ton of horsepower because I barely made it over that hill down there, just down from the farm. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can swing around here. There we go. It really won't take very long to harvest this field. To be honest with you, it's almost a waste of space because I don't think we're going to get enough off of it to really make it worth it. But none of these fields here in this area of the map are very big. Especially nothing that we currently own around the farm here. So we'll just make the best of it. Alright, so while we do this, I want to talk about upcoming DLC that's coming out. It is the Next Act pack. It's that big, long piece of equipment that kind of has some different implements that you can attach. What do you guys think about that? Specifically, what do you think about it as a DLC? We did have that as a mod in the last version of the game, Farming Simulator 22. And now Giants has decided to release it in Farming Simulator 25 as a DLC. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I know how I feel about it. I don't know. I don't know what all I want to say about it, but we had it as a free mod in the last version of the game, and now we have to pay for it. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not too crazy about that, to be honest with you. Let me know in the comments what you think about the upcoming DLC. Do you think you'll use it, the equipment? Would you like to see me use it in a playthrough? Let me know in the comments. We are just shy of 2,000 liters of oats. So we are not going to get very much off of this field at all. I probably should not be driving over that hill that way. It probably wouldn't be very stable, and I am nearly stuck. There we go. Alright, a couple more passes, we'll get this finished up, and we'll see what else we got to do today. Well, I don't really have a whole lot of room to turn around, and to be honest with you, I should probably just go ahead and dump it into the silo directly, but we'll go ahead and use the trailer and the tractor since we have it. Ooh, that's a low pipe there. I had to start backing the trailer underneath. We do have a little bit of straw on the field, and I don't know if it's going to be worth going through the effort of baling it. I don't think the rice will have any straw, so it just may not be economically feasible for us to even worry about baling. Because by the time we buy the baler, or even lease the baler, may just end up losing money. All right, so we ended up with 24, almost 25,000 liters. I'm sorry, 2,500 liters of oats, which is not going to have very much value. If we go over here to our stock check, if we look at our oats, yeah, max value $2,800. I don't know. That may not have been worth the effort of planting, fertilizing, all of that stuff. We may have actually taken a loss on that field. I don't know. If we were able to bale the straw, obviously that would give us a little bit more income. But I don't think it was worth it if we don't bale the straw. But again, in order to get the straw up, we need a baler. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, so I've moved the combine over here because this will be the next field I believe that we will need a harvest. So if we look at it, it is in its fifth or 5 of 6 growth state. So one more growth state and it'll be ready to harvest. If we look at the other type of rice, we jog over here. It is in 4 of 5 growth states. You see, we do have some rice saplings over here starting to accumulate. I did end up having to buy 2 or 3 pallets in order to get the other field planted. And then over here, you see we are getting some pallets of mushrooms, and we probably need to take those off at some point. If we take a look at our productions, just total right here, we've got 8,000 or so dollars worth of oyster mushrooms, and the enoki is about the same, around $8,000. And our productions, we still got plenty of water in both of them. They're not going through it very fast. So this has been a slow playthrough. We have not had a whole lot of income from our own products. I've made most of the money from doing contracts. So it is 12:05. Let's take a look at our calendar, our crop calendar. So we just harvested the oats right here. Now we could go ahead and replant that field with some canola. We could wait for some barley. We could plant some grass in there, oilseed radish, and that actually might not be a bad idea. We could plant those in and let that start fertilizing the ground. That actually may not be a bad idea. And if we take a look at that field, right here, field 28, we've got, so it does not need lime. It does not need to be plowed. And we can just go right to it by planting the oilseed radish. And let's just make sure here our bednar, let's see, let's get over here to our equipment. Wherever it is, here we go. And it is this option right here. And yeah, so it does plant the oilseed radish. Now, what I don't know is if this thing is a direct drill. I cannot remember. So let's hop over into our other menu. We'll go to our seeders. Is this one here? Yes, we are going to have to cultivate or till the ground in order to plant. And, and I don't have a cultivator. We have a subsoiler, but we don't have a cultivator. And I don't think I can afford one. So I may have to wait on that. Might need to go run a contract. Maybe that's what we'll do. Yep, I don't have a cultivator. Huh. All right, so I got done with the contract. We picked up a hoeing contract. They go pretty quick. Made actually pretty good money doing that, but I got to thinking I do have some cash sitting down at the farm that I could sell. Specifically the mushroom pallets that are there at a greenhouse. Now, this particular tractor cannot add a front loader to. I don't have the option to do that, so we can't add a front loader. I don't really have enough money to buy a front loader for or a skid steer or front loader vehicle type machine, even a telehandler for the farm. I could get a forklift, but even still, they're quite expensive, and I really don't need it. So, what I thought about doing is picking up a trailer. Now, this series is not a hardcore realism series, so I'm actually going to use a universal auto load, and we're going to pick up this trailer here. Now, let's get it painted up to match a tractor. Oops. And that should be good. So it should load the pallets for us. Let's go ahead and get that bought. So $6,000 out of the 15 that we earned for the contract, but we'll make some of that back. All right, so we're going to head down to the farm and get these loaded and maybe taken out to sell. Now, it is not the best time of the year to sell them, but we'll get them cleared out, make a little bit of cash, and hopefully be able to buy a cultivator here pretty soon. There is a cultivator attachment that does go on that Bednar piece of equipment that we currently have. Don't know if we'll go with that or maybe something else, but we'll take a look at it here in just a bit. All right, so the good thing about a universal auto load is it'll just pick up the pallets for us. So we're going to ease over here. Hopefully we don't have any cars coming from the opposite direction, but let's ease right up here beside the thing and we'll just load them up. Oh, I hope that is not all it holds. There's another one. There we go. Oh, we're getting some more pop in. I don't know how high this is going to stack. All right, it looks like we're full. So let's get pulled off the road here real quick. All right, so where will we go to sell this? Farmer's Market, Goldcrest Valley. I don't know about that. That's probably on the train. So let's see. Let's look at the other option here. Anoki. So the farmer's market definitely for those. And what is our other one? Oysters. Yeah, we could probably just do the farmer's market for both of them. So I have no idea where this is. I want to tag it and then look over here on the map and see if we can see it flashing. All right, so it's there. Oh, it's down in the city. And we should have a, yep, we have a dot on the map. All right, so we're gonna head on down. Oh, we have more, but we can only fit so many on the tractor trailer. So we'll have to make 2 trips at least. So this is the first time I've sold anything on this playthrough, so it's kind of exciting. First products from the farm. Yeah, I actually intended on purchasing a front loader for this tractor, and I got to looking, and it's just not an option for this particular tractor. So I was going to try to do it manually, but since kind of limited on funds and the tractor wouldn't accept one, I decided just to use the universal auto load. I think it'll work out okay anyway. We're not going to have a whole lot of product to move with or on pallets, so it's not a huge deal. All right, let's see if we can find this market. So it looks like they have some one-way streets in this city. And we have some. Now that says no left turn, but yeah, that car just turned left there. Ah, okay. Still no left turn. Wow. Maybe we could turn here? Maybe so. Alright, buddy. Oh, oh, he just got squished. Maybe I wasn't supposed to drive through here. I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, let's see if we get pulled up here a little bit. We'll unstrap. There it goes. 82.13. Not bad. So we are up a little bit more than what we started with before we bought the trailer. So that's not bad. So the trailer's paid for. I'll take it. Alright, let's see. How do I get back out of here? Is this the bridge that we came across? Ooh. I don't think it is. It's not. Okay. Got to go down to the next road. Alright, well, it's been actually a fairly productive little episode here. We got the oats harvested, got the, well, at least one load of our mushrooms sold off, probably another load to go. So I'm going to go ahead and head on back down to the farm. I get that loaded and sold, and then we'll see you guys here next time. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure and click that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't done that already. And leave me a comment. Let me know how the series is going. And if you have any ideas or things you'd like to see me do during this particular playthrough. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope each of you have a blessed day.